Hey, I bet at one point in your training life, you've decided that you were going to scroll through your favourite protein website and have a look at a new protein that was on offer. And then I bet you got really confused because there's about 20 million different proteins. But this is what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you exactly what the different types of protein are and when they're going to be used. So stick around, because it's going to be fun. And if you stay around for the very last bit, you're going to get a really cool insight on a protein that's kind of gross. See what happens. Why should you be eating protein, right? Well, some research suggests that around 1.8 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight is a great way to build lean muscle mass and make sure that you're maintaining the muscle that you've already built. So if you're anything like me and you find it a little bit harder to get a whole lot of protein in during your day, then a protein supplement might just be for you. Whey protein is the OG of protein powders, right? It's divided up into two separate portions of the protein. So you've got your whey protein isolate and your whey protein concentrate. Now, whey protein isolate is a little bit leaner. It's got less carbs and less fats, which means that it's perfect for people who are on a stricter diet or who are a little bit more lactose intolerant, because naturally, it's got a lot less lactose than whey concentrate. Now, whey concentrate contains typically less protein than whey isolate, and it's sometimes got a little bit more carbs and fats. Generally, it's usually cheaper than whey protein isolate. Both of these proteins are super fast absorbing and are really, really great for both pre and post-workout. Now, onto one of the biggest reasons as to why whey protein is the best out of all the proteins. And that's because it has a complete amino acid profile, which is naturally high in leucine, which is one of those main amino acids that is driving muscle growth. So when should you take whey protein? Well, typically, whey protein is best taken 30 to 90 minutes before a workout session or within 2 hours after a heavy resistance training session. So casein, which is a slightly different protein, but still coming from the milk protein, is a little bit slower than whey protein. It digests slowly, so that means that you're going to get a steady stream of amino acids throughout the bloodstream over long fasting periods. Think of it as like a bedtime snack for your gains whilst you're sleeping. It can also be used for times when you're not going to be eating and you're fasting for long durations, so things like a plane flight or long working hours. Casein protein is really, really helpful for that. And because it's from the milk protein family, it's also naturally high in the amino acid leucine. Now, the best time to take casein is before bed, or as I said, on like an airplane flight or long periods of time where you're fasting. So make sure you get yourself, or you always got some of this casein protein in your cupboard, because it's really good to have on hand. Now, this wouldn't be a protein video if we didn't talk about animal product-free options now, would it? Plant-based powders are generally made from sources like peas, brown rice, fava bean, or soybean. And they generally have a slower absorption rate than our whey protein friends. But one of the best things about plant options is that you can blend a lot of different plant proteins together, and they can create a more complex and more amino acid complete profile. One really great thing about vegan proteins is that they can provide a really high satiating effect. From me personally, I found that if I consume a vegan protein of some sort, I usually feel a lot fuller for longer. Another great thing is that they can actually help you lower your cholesterol and be really, really healthy and quite safe on the gut microbiome. So when should you take plant protein? Well, kind of like whey, you can take it pre and post workout, but also you can just take it anytime during the day when you feel like you need a little bit more of a protein boost. So collagen protein is all the rage at the moment when it comes to joint health and recovery. While research is still ongoing, there's studies to show that collagen can help with active individuals and people who have had injuries. Because collagen is responsible for creating the connective tissues within the body, so things like skin, ligaments, hair, stuff like that, we can find that supplementing with a collagen protein powder can really help repair these connective tissues and sort of help with moving on and being better within our sport. As we age, like someone who got told the other day that he looked quite old compared to 3 years ago, we noticeably get less and less collagen within the body. So making sure that you supplement with a collagen product. You can basically take collagen at any time during the day when you want. Oh, sorry. I was looking for some insects in here to see if I could eat them, because apparently insects are pretty high in protein. That's probably the way that the world's going to be heading. Yep, you heard that right. Cricket flour, mealworms. Insects are a sustainable and protein-packed option that might be coming out really soon. Now, they're still relatively new, but the protein that you can get out of these insects is pretty jam-packed. Insect protein looks like it's going to be a very sustainable way for people to be able to get powdered protein in. It's super rich in amino acids, and it can have really great effects on the body, like it being hypoallergenic, and it can provide benefits to the gut microbiome. And one of the great things about, oh, there's a bug on my camera. One of the great things about bug protein is that it can be a great source for people who don't want to eat non-vegan options. It can be a great sustainable source because insects don't really require the agriculture that most livestock proteins do. So there you have it, guys. A full comprehensive list on what protein you should use for each application that you should use it for. Make sure that you use my code TRENTPT5 at the bulk nutrient store. It'll give you a little bit of bucks off, and you can try all sorts of different proteins. They also have sample requests, so you can try those too. Make sure that you tell me exactly what type of protein is your favorite, whether that be whey, casein, earth protein, insect protein, you gross, disgusting human. We'll see. Tell me everything about it. Leave a like, give it a comment, share it around to the friends and family, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.